What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Path of the Network Marketer, day 14. Day 14. It is 2 weeks in, our 2 week anniversary. Man, 14 episodes. Who'd have thunk, right? Starting to get into a groove here. Today, I want to continue again to build on what we've been talking about as far as social media, and that is content, right? Like we touched on yesterday. Really, I mean, just being cautious of trying to chase trends and trying to chase being viral, because you could lose sight of content. And so today, transitioning and building on top of that, well, the question then is, what should I focus my content on? Honestly, for me, it's really all about being authentic. It's in sharing your story, sharing who you are. And of course, I'm speaking primarily to network marketers, unless you want to be an influencer and have a specific channel, and content that you want to build. That's up to you. For the everyday average network marketer, that's not us, right? Like we're not entertainers necessarily, and so like it's impossible again to try to keep up with that and try to figure out, and create something new, that's outside of yourself. One of the best pieces of advice that I heard or that I read, and listen, well, I did hear it too, from Russell Brunson, which I guess he picked up from Gary V. Yeah, I think that's the chain of events there. Is that the mindset of social media content creation is, well, it's document, don't create, right? And I guess for me that means really just sharing your experience, sharing your story, versus trying to come up with content every day, because it's impossible, right? Like if we're posting again, unless you're like going at this as a professional and you have a team, et cetera, et cetera, and you have a specific channel that you're trying to build. For the everyday average network marketer, like posting, creating, having to come up with and create multiple pieces of content every day is just it's impossible task, especially if this is just a side thing right now. If it's a part-time thing for you, to do that constantly, multiple times a day, it's just impossible to keep up with in the long term, and then your consistency suffers, right, like that's the main thing. Again, it's all about being consistent in the long term, and if you can't come up with creative content and catchy content every day, then again, the social media as a tool, as a strategy, then suffers. So the main thing is just document and share your experience with everybody, right? Like what it is that the message that you're trying to share, and the main thing is, again, it's all about authenticity and being the real you. It comes with time. You'll eventually find your voice, as we say. You'll find your groove, and you'll get into it. But once you get there, well, working towards getting there obviously takes consistency. You will never find your voice if you're not consistent. But once you get there, you'll find that again, the more true you are, and the more real you are, the more authentic you are, the more real your audience is, right? The more curated and real and connected your followers will be to your content, as opposed to, again, your audience being very transient because they just caught you from a viral video, right? Right. So use this platform as a medium to share your message with the world, and your message, if it's authentic and if it's real, will find the right audience. Right, we'll find the audience. Again, don't chase the next trend. Don't work to be viral. Be you, be real, and ultimately the right people will find you. So that's my message. More on this, because again, content is really, really important. It actually is the primary thing that you should be paying attention to. So if you have a question in terms of what kind of content should I post in the first place, beyond this kind of general principle, tune in tomorrow. I'm going to share with you a little training that I've done, for my teams, and I've shared in the field. That's really helped a lot of people out, with their social media efforts, at least getting started on their social media efforts. Remember, document, don't create. I almost forgot. Document, don't create. Stay authentic and be the real you. So with that, we'll catch you in the next episode. Be well, be safe. We'll see you tomorrow.